Viewmasters, it's the podcast that we do. Viewmasters, talk about movies that we view. Viewmasters, my friend Eric and me, Joe. Viewmasters, hey, let's start the show.
Hey, welcome to the Viewmasters, episode 361, The Killer. My name is Eric.
My name is Joe.
Hello, Joe.
Hello, Eric.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm okay as well.
Excellent. I am tired.
As am I.
It's warm.
It is very warm. I apologize.
No, that's not. I mean, it's warm just in the world. It's warm,
This is true.
and I think that takes it out of me.
It can, yeah. I don't have... I have air conditioning, but it's only in my bedroom.
Sure.
Because if I can only have air conditioning in one place in my house, that's where it's going to be.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that totally checks out.
So I do apologize.
Not at all. You got a ceiling fan.
Yeah.
You got a Chauncey.
Sure.
So yeah, I think we're good.
I think so.
Yeah.
Noise be damned.
Yeah.
These fancy new microphones should be able to handle it now.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other noise might happen.
I was gonna say, hopefully they'll also be able to handle our two new co-hosts.
Yes. So I don't think I ever mentioned it on this show. But a couple of months ago, former third chair, my old cat Chaco, passed away suddenly. It was very devastating. He was not even 4 years old. It sucked a lot. But he was a noisy fuck. He was a weird ass cat, and we would often have to put him up in the attic just to get through the show.
Always. Yeah.
Pretty much always. Yeah. Which I always felt bad about, especially on days like today where it's real fucking hot.
Yeah.
But he would not leave us alone.
Right. He loved us.
He did.
For some reason.
Yep. But a couple of weeks ago, I adopted 2 new kittens.
Yeah.
They're both little black kittens who were oddly born on the exact same day that Chaco had passed.
Right.
And one of them has a white spot on his chest. And you might now have just heard them.
They're running around.
They are running around.
They're having a good time.
Yeah, I got 2. It was a litter of 5 or 6, I think. And it's someone I knew from work who, had just taken in this stray. And it had kittens, and they were trying to give them away. And she caught me at a low place, and I said, okay.
Or the best place.
Possibly, yeah. So they've been here a little over a full week now. Or maybe 2 weeks now. I can't recall. Because you were here last week.
I was here last week. We did not record.
Yeah.
And they were here. So it's been...
At least a full week.
At least, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been at least 1 week since I got the cats.
Yes. And they are kittens. They are 3 months old.
Yeah.
And they are feisty.
Yes.
And they are handfuls. And sometimes they are super stressful.
Yeah.
But I am hoping, since there's 2 of them, that they can keep themselves entertained so that we can do this.
Right.
Right now, they are chasing each other through my house.
It's perfect.
It's fine.
Yeah. It's ideal. Really.
Yeah. Honestly, it's better than what Chaco would do. So
yeah.
And I miss the guy, and I will always love him dearly. But he was an obnoxious little turd sometimes.
You know what? The distance gives you perspective.
Yeah.
Rest in power, Chaco.
R.I.P. to a king.
That's right. We stand a real one.
Yep.
A real cat.
Yep, a real cat. But now I got 2 real cats, and so yeah, they will. Like I said, you might hear them.
Yeah. There they go.
Yep.
I love it already. I love it.
You've had a major life change since the last episode, too.
I have, yeah. I had the new Ultimate Cookie Blizzard from Dairy Queen.
What is that?
It's a Blizzard.
Okay, sure.
It's got Chips Ahoy chocolate chip cookies,
All right.
Oreos,
Sure.
and Nutter Butters, which are peanut butter cookies.
Yeah.
It's real good. I really like it.
I'm out.
No?
Yeah.
Aw.
The Nutter Butters. I mean, I wasn't thrilled with the Chips Ahoy to start with,
Yeah.
but the Nutter Butters just kind of ruined everything for me
So
there.
you're just a straight Oreo Blizzard man?
I really am, yeah.
I get that.
Have you had the Grandma McFlurry?
No, I don't know what it is. I'm worried about it.
Same.
It sounds dusty. Or like, I don't know what the flavor is. Does it taste like a Werther's original? I have no idea.
I don't know. They don't describe it
No.
on their menu at all.
Yeah.
I thought about ordering one, but then I decided I'll just go for the Oreo because
Right.
that's who I am. I'm an Oreo guy.
Yeah. Now, I have had the Grandmama McFlurry, which is, of course, the Larry Johnson themed McFlurry that they brought out just recently
What?
to commemorate Larry Johnson's time with the Charlotte Hornets. As the 25th anniversary of Grandmama.
What?
Do you not know what Grandmama is?
I know Grandmama from the Addams Family.
Okay, no, there's a basketball player Larry Johnson
Okay.
did a shoe commercial as this character called Grandmama, and it's literally just him in basically like Mrs. Bates, like Norman dresses Mrs. Bates.
Sure.
So the long nightgown and the wig, and Grandmama became an instant sensation.
Clearly.
And went whatever the equivalent of viral in 1996 was. And for some reason, I have had Grandmama on my mind a lot lately. I could not tell you why. It's real strange. This weird thing from my childhood that has wormed its way back to the front of my brain.
That is super weird.
It's bizarre.
Yes, it does not ring any bells for me.
Well, you should look up Larry Johnson Grandmama.
I might.
I believe Grandmama has a Wikipedia page.
Sure, of course.
Naturally. Oh, man. No, I moved. I moved a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I moved in with my partner. And it's been real nice so far. We're still getting unpacked, still getting settled.
Sure.
Still adjusting to being with each other 24/7 because we both work from home.
Right.
But yeah, it's good.
Well,
it's
hey,
real nice.
You taking a break right now?
I am taking you know what she told me before we moved in together. She's
Get
like,
the fuck out.
I'm really looking forward to my Tuesday nights. Because that's when I leave to come podcast with you.
There we go.
You know what? Yeah, it's good. But we're not here to talk about our personal lives.
No, not really. I mean, it happens.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're here to talk about The Killer.
The Killer.
Yeah.
His 2003 album, Hot Fuzz, lit up the charts. Mr. Brightside. Somebody told me. Everybody loves The Killer.
What?
No. The band The Killers? Nothing?
Nope.
Wow.
Yep.
You know Mr. Brightside.
No, I don't.
You absolutely do. Okay, hold on. This is unprecedented.
Maybe
Nope, it's happening.
That's fine. I'm just thinking I may actually have played it on my podcast. I have notes. That's right. Dead air.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I mean, that sounds familiar, yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, I do know it.
Right?
Yep.
It's a banger.
It's a song that
It's
exists.
a banger. All right.
Yeah. I was so my other podcast I did a guest playlist, and that just for whatever reason I was like, he probably had picked the Killers. Yeah. But I was thinking of The Bravery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know The Bravery. Okay.
I don't know anything.
Yeah. But you do know Mr. Brightside.
I knew it by sound, not by name or band or reputation.
That's acceptable.
Yep.
Oh no, you're right. I will stop being silly about the Killers, and instead get serious about talking about The Killer,
I mean,
a movie that is obsessed with a different band.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Morrissey?
I don't
Yeah, I don't
for him.
either.
Yeah.
I understand he's kind of an asshole.
Yeah. I mean,
He's an older British gentleman, so
yes, yeah.
that sort of makes sense, unfortunately.
I feel like I've heard he's sort of leaning into fascism lately.
Yes.
But even before then, I was never a fan of his or the Smiths, and just I never got it.
Yeah.
And this movie is primarily soundtracked by the Smiths.
I had a Smiths phase.
Okay.
Late college, early, just graduated from college. And then I just never went back to them. I don't know, like there just came a point where they just fell away from me.
Yeah. That sounds like a Smiths lyric.
It kind of does, doesn't it? There came a point when they sort of fell away from me.
Yeah. Bravo.
Thank you. I'm not sure what voice I was doing there.
I mean,
it sounded a little Irish.
A little Kermit-y Morrissey.
A little. I mean, that's basically. Are there Muppets covers of Smith songs? I think that would be delightful.
There should be.
Yeah.
I still don't think I would listen. But I'd applaud the effort.
But yeah, I don't know. I always think of our mutual friend's former roommate Zippy.
Yeah.
Whenever I think about the Smiths, because I remember driving to Toronto with him and Jason and a couple other guys. We were going up to TCAF one year.
Yeah.
And Zippy just talked about the Smiths the whole time.
That sounds like him.
Yeah, and it's a 7-hour drive.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I don't really have anything against Zippy. But,
no, not at all. Yeah,
but best in small doses.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah,
I can't remember the last time I saw Zippy. I have fond memories of Zippy.
Sure.
Don't know what he's up to right now. Wish him well.
Yeah, I think he's married and has a kid now. I think.
Congratulations to him.
Good for him.
I'm glad he's doing okay.
Yeah, hopefully he's avoiding dryer sheets.
Yes, hopefully his arch enemy.
Yep,
the dryer sheets. Oh boy.
But yeah, I mean, I think there was maybe a point of time in my life where I liked that one song. The one that was the theme song to Charmed.
Well, I never watched Charmed. What was the theme song? Was it This Charming Man?
No.
Okay.
You would think.
You would, right?
No. It's Only Human? What was something I don't know the name of it.
I don't know.
Yeah. Shut Your Mouth, that one,
Was it Injured Woman?
No.
Girlfriend in a Coma, I think, was the name of one of the songs that played.
Yeah, that is one of those. But
that's weird.
It's like, I think it's one of their bigger crossover hits.
Okay.
And it was played in this movie.
Okay.
But
I want to know what it is.
That's fine.
Look
More
it
dead
up,
air.
Joey, look it up.
Look at my cat.
How Soon Is Now? Oh,
That's
How Soon
it.
Is Now.
Yeah,
yes.
That's the name of it.
I am human
Yeah.
I need to be loved.
Yeah, that's the one.
I like that song.
Yeah. I liked it, for a very short while
Yeah.
in my late teens, early 20s. And then, it was just like, wait, the Smiths are terrible.
I feel like that song doesn't fit Charmed at all. What in the world?
Yeah, I don't know. I also could be making that up.
No, it's. I mean, I googled "Charmed the Smiths," and that's what came up.
All right. Score one from my memory.
I'm impressed. Speaking of your memory, you've read the comic that this movie is based on.
I have.
What do you remember about it?
Almost nothing.
Okay. Perfect.
Vague memories of essentially the beginning of it. It matches the beginning of this movie.
Okay.
It's a hitman who basically fucks up a job, and then there are repercussions from not doing the job correctly.
Did Michael Fassbender star in a movie based on a video game called Hitman?
No, he starred in a movie based on the video game Assassin's Creed.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Yes.
Who was in Hitman?
I don't know.
Was it Mark Strong?
I don't know. It was a bald guy.
It is a bald guy. And no offense to you, they all look the same.
That's fair.
Timothy Olyphant
Really?
and Dougray Scott are in Hitman, and then Hitman Agent 47 is Rupert Friend. So, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Timothy Olyphant.
I don't want to see bald Timothy Olyphant.
Not really.
No.
Yeah. No, thank you.
All right. Anyway.
But also, I've never heard a good thing about that movie.
Yeah,
so,
me either.
Yeah.
But they made a sequel.
They sure did.
Rupert Friend.
Whoever that guy is.
He's your friend Rupert.
My only friend Rupert is Rupert Grint.
Aw. I love Rupert Grint. He drives an ice cream truck.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I know. One of Max's first toys that Jenny and I got him was a monkey that we named Rupert Grint for some reason.
Was it a ginger monkey?
I was just brown monkey toy.
Okay.
Yeah, looked like a sock monkey kind of thing, basically. I don't know why we called it Rupert Grint.
All right. Yeah, I mean, that was back when he was still fairly young.
He was still Ron Weasley at that point. Yeah. I don't know. It's the one toy of either Max or Mars that I will not let Pippin play with. And Katie is just baffled by this.
I get it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely, I get it.
Yeah, it's a special one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, how did we get there? Oh, Rupert Friend.
Yes.
Hitman the Killer.
Yes.
Did you like the comic? Do you remember?
I did. I remember not liking the comic.
Okay.
I could not tell you why. I honestly, I kind of forgot that we were doing this because I had planned to go listen to the episode of Gutter Trash that we recorded reviewing the comic. But I do remember liking the art a lot. But I feel like both Jason and I were disappointed by the story. For whatever reason, I can't remember.
Interesting.
Maybe I feel also like the ending of it felt incomplete.
If it's anything like the movie, I can see how you'd feel that way.
Yeah. I mean, that said, I felt like the movie was ended fine.
Yeah, I mean, but I can see, you sort of go in expecting, just based on the trajectory of the story, how it's going to go, and then it does not go in that direction, and sort of is a little bit ambiguous.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I enjoyed the ending of the movie as well.
Yeah. I still don't know if I actually like this movie or not.
Sure, fair enough.
It's definitely better than Mank.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah. I feel like Mank might be in the running for lowest manked.
Lowest manked?
Yeah. Dude Fincher movies. I love that we made the same joke at the same time.
Yep.
That's why this works.
It does.
Yeah, no, this is definitely way better than Mank.
Yeah. So yeah, I famously am not a giant David Fincher fan. Even though I do like his early movies a lot. And I still, I think, as I've talked about, I would totally rewatch Zodiac.
Yeah.
At a future point, just to see if I have a differing opinion of it this time around.
Yeah.
But for me, that was sort of that Benjamin Button were like the 2 points where I was just like, he's just really kind of overblown.
Yeah.
And I felt like Mank was that writ large.
I can see that.
Just him, just taking all of his things and just putting it on screen for good or ill.
Yeah.
And I felt some of that in this movie too.
Okay.
But maybe better done. Again, definitely not as much as Mank, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he took some Mank criticism to heart and decided to scale back a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, or maybe it's just like this is. I mean, Mank is very much a movie about filmmaking,
Right.
and this is obviously not that. Like,
Sure.
This is a much more straightforward, just story movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe that has something to do with the difference that you're seeing in it.
It's also not written by him.
Right.
Which I know he's done quite a few adaptations over his last several films, but I know he essentially wrote Mank with his father.
Oh, did he?
Well, I feel like that was like his dad wrote the screenplay, and back in like the 90s.
Oh, wow.
And he probably fiddled with it a little bit or whatever, but he's reteamed with Andrew Kevin Walker for this one,
right?
Who wrote Seven, which I maintain is probably still his best film.
Yeah. Seven's pretty great.
Seven's great.
Yeah.
The spaciness of it aside,
right?
Yeah.
Controversy acknowledged.
Sure.
Yeah, I think I love this movie. and I think what I loved about it is that it's a procedural.
Kind of is.
It's an assassin procedural, and it has that in common with Seven, and props to Andrew Kevin Walker for recognizing that and playing to that strength of the story. I don't know anything about the original comic. What the story is or anything.
Unfortunately, I do not remember a thing about it. I long ago sold my copy, otherwise I'd say here.
Yeah.
Fuck, I may even still have it. I just don't know. But I'm pretty sure I sold it.
Yeah. But I can definitely see a lot of, especially in that opening sequence where it's just entirely voiceover.
Right.
Inner monologue from the unnamed killer.
Yes.
Very comic booky. And then, I would be interested to know how much the rest of the movie, or how closely it hews to what's in the book, because there's a lot of just repetition and stuff from that early sequence.
Right.
That I could see a skilled writer being like, this is good stuff. I could apply this to another story. Yeah. And get a good result from it. So I'm interested to check out the book for sure.
Yeah. I remember seeing hardcovers.
Oh yeah, I've seen it all over the place.
Cheaply available.
Yeah.
Lots of places.
Yeah. No, I never knew what it was.
Yeah.
Now I'm interested in it because they made a movie of it.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's what comics wants to happen. I'll read that and Atomic Blonde.
There you go. Still never seen that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I liked it.
All right.
Yeah.
It's directed by somebody, isn't it?
I assume someone directed it, but I don't know who.
Okay.
But yeah, so Michael Fassbender is our titular killer.
Yes.
And the movie just follows him, like you said, in the wake of a job gone wrong. And then it sort of becomes kind of John Wicky.
A little bit.
He goes home and finds that his partner has been attacked.
Yes.
And so he goes out to seek revenge for that attack.
Yeah. At one point in this movie, I started describing it to myself as a non-action movie.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because it is all the tropes of an action film, but there is literally one action sequence in the entire movie.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
It is a good one. Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, everything that he does is aimed at there not being any action.
Right.
Like his whole thing is not to fight anyone or confront anyone or be seen or anything.
Right.
So yeah, when it happened, it was legitimately surprising to me, which I thought made it really effective.
It did. I think I'm leaning towards liking this movie.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a little leisurely paced.
Sure.
But like I was never disinterested, and I don't think I was ever bored.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was getting impatient. I think, and I feel like there's a difference between boredom and impatience.
Yeah.
And of course, Mr. Fassbender himself talks about how, if you're bored easily, maybe you're just not suited to this lifestyle, and maybe I'm just not suited for this movie.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's reasonable. You're not suited for the lifestyle of a contract killer.
Yeah.
I think that's actually really good information to know. I'm glad that we've come to that conclusion.
Oh, I would be a terrible contract killer.
Oh yeah, me too. I have no patience.
Nope, none whatsoever.
Except for with movies.
Yep. But I'm also sloppy and forgetful.
He did say at one point he mentions how you could see a number of ways that a job could go wrong just by watching a few episodes of Dateline, and I've watched a lot of Dateline.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'd be good. I feel like I could do it, but I probably couldn't.
No.
Yeah, just realistically.
No. If I did, then I would probably wind up on the bad end of a Michael Fassbender type killer.
Sure.
and have them break into my house and drug my kitties. And
yeah. I don't know. Do you think they're going to do anything in a fight with a contract killer?
I mean,
I know they got claws.
My arms are really scratched up. Hi guys.
Yeah, they're fine. They're not hurting anything.
Not right now.
Yeah,
they're kind of adorable right now.
they're pretty cute. Yeah.
They're just sitting on our feet.
This is good visual stuff for the podcast listener.
Yeah, we've each got one.
Yeah, it is nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then Tilda Swinton is also in this movie for one extended sequence.
Yeah.
Which I thought was fantastic.
Sure.
Yeah, because Tilda Swinton is fantastic.
Yes. Inarguably.
Yeah. And yeah, those are pretty much the recognizable. I forget who the client is. I feel like he had a name that we're supposed to know other than Arliss.
Arliss
his
Howard?
First name is Arliss. Is it Arliss Howard? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know him.
I don't know him
anything.
at all either.
Yep.
But yeah, he was highly billed. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Which is weird because he's only in like the last 5 minutes of this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only people I recognized were Fassbender, Tilda Swinton, and the one ticket clerk.
Yeah. From Veronica Mars.
Yep.
Yeah.
Still don't know who he was in Veronica Mars.
He was like their lawyer friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, now. Yep.
I also feel like Speaking of lawyers, the lawyer character whose name I don't remember, the guy
Hodges.
Hodges. Yeah, I feel like he was familiar too, but I can't place him.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah,
I like that scene.
I liked that scene a lot. Yeah,
I like this movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
I did it.
You did it. You
We did
convinced
it.
me.
We did it, Joe.
Yeah, no, I'm just, as I'm replaying it as we're talking through it, I enjoyed, the methodicalness of it. He was a very clever man.
Yes.
Doing very clever things. I like this movie.
I can definitely see watching this again every 6 months as I do with Zodiac.
Yeah, it's a little much for me.
Okay,
there,
yeah,
but
maybe not Zodiac levels, but I did really like this.
It's good though. Yeah.
I fell asleep watching Zodiac. Zodiac is on Paramount Plus, or at least it was at the time. And I fell asleep watching it, and I woke up the next day and turned on Paramount Plus, and it asked if I wanted to continue watching Beowulf, the stop motion.
Yeah.
I think Robert Zemeckis directed Beowulf.
Yeah.
And I was like, how do you get
from there to there
to Beowulf?
Well, you basically ended at the alphabet, and then it started over at A.
That's true.
So you watched a full movie.
Holy shit! It didn't even have me rank Alpha Dogs or whatever A movie it played first. I think Alpha Dogs is a movie.
Sure, it sounds right.
Sounds like maybe a Paul Walker movie. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
or a skating movie. I don't
maybe.
know.
I don't know. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, The Killer. It was. I feel like it's a pretty straightforward story.
Yeah.
It's executed very well.
Yeah.
Fassbender is really good.
He's great and pretty much everything.
Yeah.
And it's so much so that I have actually wanted to watch Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
I don't think it's streaming anywhere.
Oh,
at least
no.
not for free.
I'm sure you can find it on Blu-ray, probably.
Probably. But, I don't want to spend any extra money to watch it.
Fair enough. Not even if you find it on clearance for $3?
It might be too much still.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out for it.
Okay. If I saw it at a Dollar Tree, I would probably snatch it up.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That serves multiple purposes.
Yeah. But I feel like I've also cleared out all the Dollar Trees in the Dayton area, so yeah.
That's too bad.
It is. And now they're all becoming Dollar Tree Family Dollars, and they don't even have like $1.25 stuff anymore.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were doing that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
Lots of them are now, they only have now a small section of $1.25 stuff, and then the rest are all $3 and $5 and $10.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's the world we live in now.
Screws the people who are counting on that dollar stuff.
Right? America.
The Killer.
The Killer.
Yeah, I don't know that I have a ton more to say about the movie.
No, yeah, it's I mean, it didn't feel long. I don't know how long it actually was.
Hour 59 minutes.
Oh,
yeah, it breezed by.
Yeah, it did. I mean, I guess I was just expecting and bracing for like a 2.5 to 3 hour, thing because David Fincher.
Sure.
But no, it went by quick and wasn't even worried about runtime.
Yeah.
It's largely dialogueless.
Yeah. Fassbender doesn't speak many things out loud.
Yeah.
It is largely voiceover from him with his inner monologue. But yeah, when there is dialogue, it is kind of riveting because there's so little of it throughout.
Right.
And the Swinton sequence in particular, she just talks and talks and talks.
It's magnetic.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
She's so good.
It was pretty tense too.
Yeah.
Because you just know, and you're waiting for some sort of turn on it, or how it's going to go wrong, or whatever, and the way it plays out is very nice.
Definitely.
And then the ending, of course, is not what you would expect, and I quite liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one thing that I truly did not like was during the sort of build up to the final showdown of sorts.
Yeah.
When basically during his mission prep. Well, actually, it's right after the mission prep, just before he confronts the final sort of bad guy.
The final boss.
Yeah.
Okay.
When he is walking into the building and breaking in like for good, and then there's overlapping dialogue of like previous scenes.
Yeah.
I don't care for that.
Yeah.
Unnecessary.
That was a little much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that was necessary.
No. But otherwise, just most of the stuff that I kind of find a bore with Fincher, I feel like really cut down on it and really sort of, reminded me of Fight Club and Panic Room era.
Nice.
Which is the movies that I did enjoy.
Yeah. I just find David Fincher movies generally very cozy.
Yeah.
I mean, they are uncomfortable.
Sure.
But apparently I find that cozy.
Yeah,
so
that's fine. The with Gorley and Russ podcast, their whole thing is that they love cozy horror movies.
Yeah.
Just like a horror movie that just has a nice cozy little feeling to it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad you liked it.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I'm glad I liked it too. I was skeptical after Mank.
Yeah. I mean, even with someone that whose work I love or anything like that, there's always one or two where it's just like, they can't all be gold.
Yeah.
It's just I feel like I came to that revelation in like the mid 90s when I really got into Grant Morrison.
Yeah.
And I started reading a lot of their works and loving so much of it, and then hitting something like Sebastian O.
Oh.
Which I think is fine.
Yeah.
But it's just like, okay. They can't all be gold.
Yeah. Yeah. Even middling Morrison is still pretty entertaining.
Yep. So I'm glad I did like this one, and it was one that I was interested in anyway. From what little I knew of the movie going into it, and from what little I remembered of the comic, which I just also did not like. So, but for whatever reason, I don't know, the possible train wreck, is what interested in me.
I totally see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I did like it. I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
I'm glad you made me talk it out.
I enjoyed talking it out with you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Oh boy. Is anything making you happy this week?
No.
Okay. All right. What about the two little goblins that are stomping around?
They're adorable.
Yeah.
And I enjoy having them around.
Are you over it?
I'm not over it. Feeding them is a chore. Because they go fucking batshit.
Sure. Same.
Yeah. No, there's just a lot of other bad shit that's just happening right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it's really hard to you know what? Okay, I'll say this. Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
Poison Ivy is making me happy.
Aw, yay. I'm glad I was able to find her so I could bring her to you.
The McFarlane Batman and Robin Build-A-Figure wave. I was able to find 3 of the 4 at Walmarts around the area, and Poison Ivy was elusive. Just one day, apparently, I don't know what you were doing, but
I just looked.
yeah, you found them available on Amazon for retail price.
Yeah.
And you texted me if I still wanted one, and I did not answer because I may have been asleep at the time.
I think you were coming off of a stretch of insomnia, so I think you were probably asleep.
Probably.
And I was just like, if I don't hear back from you in 15 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and buy one just to be safe.
Yep.
And so, yeah, I bought one.
Yeah.
And this was before the move, so she ended up getting packed away. And I was able to conjure what box she was in today, so I could pull her out and bring it to you today.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Did you get one for yourself?
I did not.
Okay.
No, I don't have any of the other ones from that wave.
All right.
I've tried real hard to resist those figures, even though I do love those figures.
Yeah.
And the Batman Forever figures are also great.
Yeah.
Those are going to be harder to resist when I see them, I think.
I'm probably going to get those too.
Yeah.
Although I'll be selling the Build-A-Figure of that.
Yeah. The Nightmare Bat.
Yeah.
I feel like they were like, we need to have some sort of Build-A-thing.
Right.
And I don't know why that was what they landed on. It's kind of neat, but...
I guess.
Yeah, it's a neat sort of display piece.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they should have done Bane from Batman and Robin.
Yes. Or Dr. Chase Meridian. But that would have required them to make another female action figure. And I know McFarlane tries to avoid that as much as they possibly can.
Well, sure.
Like, it was a stretch to get both Batgirl and Poison Ivy in the Batman and Robin wave.
Yeah, sad but true. That is definitely one thing Marvel Legends has going for it.
Yeah.
Lots of variety in female figures. So,
yeah,
good for them. So you brought me Poison Ivy today, and now I can finally build Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, it's the only time that someone getting Poison Ivy makes them happy.
Yeah. What about you, sir?
Well, I do look forward to seeing your Mr. Freeze.
Sure, I'll take a picture.
Thank you. Gosh. I don't know.
Okay.
Images of new superpowers figures have been slowly leaking on the internet.
Yes.
They are not available to order yet, but I know I sent them to you.
Yeah.
There's a Booster Gold and a Guy Gardner Green Lantern and Metamorpho that are part of the next wave of figures.
The 3 I'm interested in for sure.
There's also a black variation of Black Manta.
Sure.
So I'll be able to finally have a Black Manta. And then Batman and a Superman, obviously.
Sure, of course.
Because they have to be there to anchor the waves.
What versions of them are these?
It's like Fleischer animation Superman.
Okay.
And then Dark Knight Returns Batman.
Okay.
So
I remember now.
Probably be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at a certain point, they all just kind of look the same.
Yeah, it's true. But, so I guess what's making me happy is the promise of new toys soon to come.
Hey. Whatever works.
I also, I was at Walmart earlier today and I found, so I got the Long Box Heroes figures.
Yeah.
Which are like superpowers styled independent comics characters. And I really wanted a set of Ninja Turtles to go with them.
Okay.
Like the most successful independent comic of all time.
Well, certainly.
And I was at Walmart today, and they had, among the regular, like, throwback retro figures, these comic book styled Ninja Turtles figures. They had Raphael and Donatello. And I grabbed Donatello, and I grabbed a Superpowers figure, and I just, tried to mash them up next to each other to see how they'd look together, and they look pretty close to being in scale. So that made me happy, knowing that there are relatively close to in scale Ninja Turtles figures that I can get, and they didn't have the other two, but I went on the interwebs and found a set of all 4 of them for regular like $40.
That's not bad.
So I went ahead and ordered that. So that'll be here in a few days.
Nice.
So again, toys yet to come. But it makes me happy.
That's good. We're dorks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I'm excited to Midsummer is going to be in theaters on Thursday for the summer solstice.
Oh, nope.
Just one night only. And I love Midsummer. I'm excited to go see it again.
Okay. I didn't love that movie.
Yeah, I know you didn't care for it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you have a movie in mind for next time?
I do, Joe,
Oh,
but
boy.
I've got a couple questions I need to ask you
Oh,
first.
jeez. Okay.
Yeah. So I do apologize for springing this on you here, but Joe,
Is this actually an interrogation?
can you tell me, please, who is the private dick that's a sex machine to all the chicks?
I believe you're talking about Shaft?
You're damn right.
Yeah?
And I would like to watch Shaft.
Oh, which one?
The original.
Okay. I almost made a Shaft reference earlier. I was going to say something about how I'm a complicated man and no one understands me but you.
That would have been too precious.
It would have. I'm excited. I've never seen it.
I have not either.
I saw the Samuel L. Jackson one.
As did I. The first Samuel L. Jackson one.
Right. I forgot there were multiples.
Yes, there's one that came out for some reason 20 years later.
It was the sequel that everyone was clamoring for.
Yep.
Shafts.
But no, yeah, I've never seen it. I've wanted to watch it for a long time. I actually own it.
Nice.
The Criterion edition.
Holy shit.
That also comes with its sequel.
Shaft in Africa?
No, I believe it's Shaft's Big Score.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I think Shaft in Africa is the third
The
one.
third one, that's right. Okay.
Not included.
Oh, well, you know what? Get on it, Criterion.
Yeah, seriously.
Or did they do a separate release for that one?
Maybe they did. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I believe it's regularly on HBO.
Is it on in the TCM collection?
Maybe,
on
yeah.
HBO Max.
I've seen it frequently. As with everything on there, it goes away and comes back, and so press your luck. But either way, we're gonna watch Shaft.
I love it. I'm excited.
Awesome.
Missed classic.
Yeah,
maybe for both of us.
Hopefully,
we'll see.
Yep. Alrighty.
Well, yeah, until next time, I hope that you keep living your life a quarter mile at a time.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thank you for listening to The Viewmasters. You can subscribe to the show directly at our websites view.guttertrash.net or on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. Visit our website at view.guttertrash.net for information about our Twitter and Instagram. Once again, thank you for listening to The Viewmasters. We'll see you next time.